Hey, yo, what's going on with it once again? Bros, one of the bronies, pegasisters, the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony for 2011, aka Criticism Guide 2009, and of course, Nintendo Anime Manga Guide 360. You guys know the rest of the intro. Like I always do say before, definitely check out freedomnetwork.com, best YouTube channel around, and of course, troublemakerstudios.net if you want to get more subscribers and get a channel banner and design for you and all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's begin. So, now I'm going to make this a little mini-series. All the character analysis reviews I do about all the characters from RWBY. And this one I'm going to be starting off with Ruby Rose. And I finally got my iPhone Wi-Fi internet from Sprint. It's finally working since I don't have T-Mobile anymore. Oh my god, this is a blessing in the sky. I can't even tell you how freaking awesome this thing is. So yeah, there's that. I'm not going to read every single thing on there. I finally got the RWBY Wikipedia up, so there's actually going to be a lot more things to say about her, but I'm not going to get in every single detail, so I could put the link in the description down below. I'm just going to get to her abilities and powers and all the little trivia things. So here I go. I'm going to start reading. Hopefully I don't screw it up too badly. RWBY is very skilled in combat despite her small stature and age. When compared to those around her, this is a result of special training from her Uncle Crow, who RWBY claims took her under his wings in order to improve her skills. As a result, RWBY is a master of using her sight. Even Ozpin admits that he hasn't seen someone of RWBY's skills since Crone himself. RWBY's first display of her skills was in the Red trailer, where she single-handedly fends off a large pack of Beowulfs without injury. Later in RWBY Rose, she is able to defeat Roman's group of henchmen after they try to rob from dusk till dawn, forcing Roman to retreat. Alright, here we go. RWBY's main weapon in combat is her sight, Crescent Rose, where she designs herself as of all students at the signal do. Her weapon is a combination of a sight and a high-powered rifle, which causes a large amount of recoil when fired. RWBY uses the recoil from Crescent Rose's shots to augment the speed and force of her strike. However, she is also capable to spin Crescent Rose with extremely skill and power without the recoil, often executing chains and this technique. Even without the use of special abilities, Crescent Rose is incredibly sharp. The first step of Part 2, RWBY was able to cleanly slice through a large tree with a single non-recoil augmented blow, causing the tree to fall. She also uses the weapons itself as a platform on which to attack. I might do a two-parter in this video too, just in case people are wondering. She also uses the weapons itself as a platform from which to attack, shown when RWBY laid down completely off the handles of Crescent Rose while firing at opponents. Sometimes, when she plans to fire the rifle from a stationary position, she twirls Crescent Rose's sight tip into the ground to give her a mono point for stability and a way to absorb the recoil that would otherwise cause RWBY to be thrown backwards. RWBY carries two kinds of ammunition with her, unmarked and cross clips. The unmarked magazines will fire off high-caliber bullets with a muzzle flash. Cross clips, technically magazines, on the other hand, give off a black muzzle flash and are shown to have significantly greater power than the unmarked magazines. This lends her even more speed and power. With cross clips, RWBY is able to use Crescent Rose to propel herself with extraordinary speed before rotating herself excitedly into midair to execute a devastating spinning slashing attack. To add her own already impressive battle powers, RWBY's semblance is speed, as stated by Pyrrha Nikos. Because of her semblance, she is able to move from place to place so quickly that she appears to be teleporting, as she seems to materialize out of nowhere. She does so to avoid the first Beowulf's lungs in the Red trailer, and later shows it to Wise during the conversation between Emerald Forest and Best Day Ever episodes. RWBY was shown using her speed to great effect as creating whirlwind that blew away not only Team JMPR but also other objects, slamming them against all the walls of the school cafeteria. However, RWBY doesn't seem to have full control of this ability, or is only able to use it when concentrating, as she didn't use it to being chased by Deathstalker and players in pieces, leading to her being pinned by the Nevermore's feather. Whenever she uses her semblance, she leaves a cloud of rose petals in her wake that quickly dissipates. It is usually unknown why the cause of this is, but these rose petals are not merely symbolic and can be perceived by others, as shown by Weiss, who once waved her hands by trying to brush them away. Additionally, in a mirror hiccup, she usually had difficulty stopping it. This may have been due to her carrying Penny and not being able to control her powers, Wesley carrying a heavy load of equal to greater with her body weight. RWBY has enhanced endurance, showing no signs of fatigue and in battle at all. In the Emerald Forest, Weiss and RWBY are forced to retreat from a pack of Beowulfs, and when battling the Nevermore, she's shown to have no signs of fatigue. After running a certain distance to safety, RWBY shows no signs of weariness, while Weiss is seen trying to catch up with her breath. Her endurance is also seen after a battle with the Nevermore, where she is aided by her sister Yang, and then Blake and Weiss in defeating the large Grim by dragging it up a cliff and beheading it. Upon landing it, she doesn't appear to be exhausted in the slightest. However, despite her endurance in Search and Destroy, RWBY is seen to be exhausted after fighting several groups of Beowulfs, but this could have been due to the fights having been in one of another, possibly having no break. RWBY is not without weaknesses, however, in contrast of her sister, RWBY's hand-to-hand capabilities are rather poor. In Mountain Glen, after losing Crescent Rose, when a section of the ground collapses underneath her, she was easily defeated by a nameless White-Fang soldier, despite attempting to fight back, ignoring her first punch, blocking her second and knocking her unconsciously without much of a struggle. Later on, in No Break, she is unable to land even a single unarmed hit to Roman. These incidents show that for all her amazing skills, RWBY is still a child, 2 years younger than her peers. Her body is likely not as strong to her comrades, and thus she has less natural strength than they do. Outside of combat, RWBY is skilled in machinery. Crescent Rose is the best example of this, as her scythe is one of the best weapons of her own creation. Of course, her ability to analyze and make plans is to the skill. It says the twice. I don't even know why. It's probably an error. Which landed her in the position of leader in the first place. And then I'll read a little bit of the trivia. She bears striking resemblance to the famously fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood. However, when asked by fans, Monty Oum stated that RWBY and the other girls will have no ties to any fairy tale at all. However, in a recent interview, he did say RWBY designs was influenced on Little Red Riding Hood, and that the other main characters' physical appearances would be majority by other fairy tales and mythological tales. Monty has confirmed that RWBY is left-handed. However, she is seen wielding her weapon sword, with her right just as easily. Monty has stated that it is common to have both switches in hands when fighting, especially making it interesting for her. Despite making similar emblems in a red and black color scheme, Monty has confirmed that RWBY and Adam are not related to each other, and that their emblems differ from each other in the terms of scatter and wilt. Although RWBY is often depicted to favor sweet like cookies, her favorite fruit is actually strawberries. Early designs of RWBY were set aside and later used for Matilda's Matzalet. I have no idea what that is. Machalati? I don't know. One of Yang Lao's foes in the yellow trailer. RWBY is the first character to be playable in RWBY Grim Eclipse. RWBY's alternate outfits appear to be based on an early sketch shown in the second production diary. RWBY is originally from an island named Patch. If one includes her original design from the trailer, RWBY has the most outfits out of any character. And the last one is RWBY alongside Nora Valkyrie is one of the few characters who owns an object which is for sale at the Rooster Teeth store, in the case of being her rose pajama pants. And my overall thoughts, views, and opinions on this is a very badass type of chick. I mean, she's awesome, but like, I'm not really crazy about her as far as sexually goes, because it's a freaking little girl. There's no way in heck I'm gonna be into that. Hell no. But you know, this is an anime manga thing, an Americanized anime, if you will. But you know, I like the voice character for her. I don't know what it is for her, but she kind of reminds me of a leader version of how Twilight Sparkle would be, except she's a lot more powerful than her. Just saying, I'm just putting it out there. She has those silver eyes. I didn't say nothing about her being related to Maka Allborn for Soul Eater, because that's like the first impression I got from looking at this girl, because she has that big ass giant scythe on her freaking hips. And it's ginormous, except the only difference is it's not a giant soul entity that's controlling that scythe. It's actually herself that's controlling it, and it turns into a rifle. And that's some badass type of stuff, and that is awesome as hell. Not gonna lie. And I like when she goes into a little crazy, little innocent, childish type of like her mannerisms. That's really hilarious. Very comedic character. I know she's weak as hell when it comes to physical fighting, but damn, when it comes to her weapons, she knows how to like kick ass in the right way. And that's all I have to say for now. So hopefully you enjoy this little character analysis. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to read the rest, because it would have been like 2 hours if I read that whole thing. And a wiki for RWBY Rose down below. But like I do say, people, peace out once again. Bros and bronies and pegasisters. I will see you when I see you guys every day, every night, wherever you're at around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't do anything reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it short, keep it light, all that good stuff. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Until then, next time, guys, peace out. I'm out of here. I'm out like sauerkraut. You guys take it easy, stay safe. Late saying goodbye, and we'll talk to you guys soon. And you guys take it easy out there, and I'm out of here, all right? Goodbye, and stay tuned for more analysis review videos. Take it easy.